All right, so let's dive into this. Right in the middle of Karachi, one of the biggest cities on the planet, there's this incredible institution that was literally born from the hopes of a brand new country. We're talking about Liaquat National Hospital. And to really get a handle on just how huge its impact is, we've got to start with just one number. A single, powerful number. 700. So what does that even mean? Just 700. We're going to circle back to this for sure, but for now, just tuck that number away in your mind. Trust me, it's the key to unlocking just how massive this place really is. And here's the thing that gives that big number its purpose. Quality within your reach. Now, this isn't just some catchy slogan they slapped on a brochure. Nope. You can think of it as the bridge connecting the hospital's huge size with what it's all about, its core mission, which is making top-notch healthcare available to pretty much everyone. So let's talk about Karachi's medical hub today. We're looking at a modern institution with 32 specialty services. Fast forward to right now, and Liaquat National Hospital and Medical College, most people just call it LNH, is one of the top private teaching hospitals in Karachi. I mean, it's way more than just a hospital. It's this enormous cutting-edge medical hub that's right at the heart of the city's day-to-day life.
Okay, so let's get a quick look at LNH at a glance. It's right there on Stadium Road in Karachi, and bam, there's our number again. It's a 700-bed tertiary care facility. But wait, the scale gets even crazier. It's got over 30 different specialty services, it's a leading center for postgraduate medical training, and it's even got ISO certification, which means it meets these really high international standards. So yeah, in every single way you look at it, this place is a giant.
Now for the origin story, we're going from a post-independence dream all the way to reality. You know, giants like this don't just pop up out of thin air. To really get what LNH is all about, we have to go way back to its beginnings, to a dream that was sparked in the very first days after Pakistan became independent. And this story, it doesn't start with blueprints and bulldozers. No, it starts with pure, unadulterated community spirit.
Okay, so get this. Almost right after 1947, the Red Cross Fatih Committee makes this decision. The committees decided to establish a national hospital in Karachi, Pakistan. A committee led by some really prominent people like Rana Liaquat Ali Khan and Syed Wajid Ali got right to work on fundraising. And how did they do it? They put on these things called Mina Bazaars. Basically these amazing, vibrant community fairs, and they raised about 800,000 Pakistani rupees. It was this incredible from-the-ground-up effort to build a hospital for their brand new country. And you can literally see the whole journey unfold right here on this timeline. So fundraising kicks off right after 47. By 1953, the foundation stone is laid. 5 years later, in 58, it officially opens its doors, just called the National Hospital back then. A little later, it gets renamed Liaquat National Hospital in honor of Pakistan's first prime minister. But look at that last date, 1978. Pay attention to that one, because that's the real game changer. That's the moment LNH transformed from just a place to get well into a place to learn.
All right, let's talk about the 3 pillars of care, a really comprehensive approach to healthcare. So that brings us right back to what LNH does today, which is, take care of patients. And its services are so huge, so vast, that the easiest way to wrap your head around it all is to think of it as a building standing on 3 really strong pillars.
First up, Pillar 1, Medical and Allied Services. So this is pretty much everything you think of when you think medicine. You've got cardiology for your heart, neurology for the brain, all the way to super specialized stuff like oncology for cancer and dermatology for skin issues. This is basically the heart and soul of internal medicine. Next, Pillar 2, Surgical and Allied Services. This is, you guessed it, the surgery side of things. This is where you'll find departments like general surgery, orthopedics for anything to do with bones and joints, and this is so important, the accident and emergency department. For a city as huge as Karachi, having a top-tier trauma center like that is absolutely critical. And finally, Pillar 3, Diagnostics. Now, you can think of this as the backbone of the entire hospital. It's what holds the other 2 pillars up. I mean, without cutting-edge stuff like radiology and imaging or a massive pathology lab, modern medicine would just stop. It wouldn't work. This is basically the hospital's intelligence unit, where they figure out what's really going on. But here's what's really amazing. What takes it beyond just the hospital bed. It's how LNH pushes its care way outside its own walls. They've got home healthcare services, a special unit just for senior citizens' primary care, a daycare center, a full-on social services department, the list goes on. They're making sure that healthcare isn't just about medicine, but about taking care of the whole person, and that it's truly part of the community fabric. All right, let's talk about training future generations. Because L&H is more than a hospital. It's a center for learning. Remember that year I told you to keep in mind, 1978? Well, this is why it was so important. Let's dig into that second identity. L&H isn't just a hospital. It's a top-tier teaching institution that is actively shaping the future of medicine in Pakistan.
And look at this educational pipeline they've built at L&H. It's basically a complete ecosystem for creating medical professionals. It's not just about turning out doctors from the medical college. They also have a college of nursing, a school of physiotherapy, one for lab sciences, another for medical technology, and on top of all that, they have really strong residency programs. It's a full A to Z pipeline designed to create every single type of healthcare expert the country could possibly need.
And we're not just talking about any old training program. This is about recognition of excellence. The quality here is genuinely world-class. I mean, their programs are accredited by the top medical board in Pakistan, which is great, but they're also recognized by the Royal Colleges in the UK. Now that is a huge deal. Getting that kind of stamp of approval from such a prestigious international body, it's a massive statement about the quality of their training. It puts them right on the global stage.
So, now let's talk about this legacy of growth, connecting the past all the way to the present. When you step back and connect all the dots, from the past to right now, what you see is just this absolutely remarkable journey. It all started with a simple, yet really powerful idea, and it's grown into this sprawling, life-saving institution we see today.
I mean, just look at this then versus now. It's honestly mind-blowing. Think about it. They went from 800,000 rupees raised at community fairs to a massive, sprawling medical complex. They went from one single national hospital to a 700-bed giant with its own medical college. What started as a vision for a new nation has, without a doubt, become one of the absolute pillars of Karachi's entire healthcare system.
And all of this leaves us with one big question to think about. How do these foundational institutions, the ones that are literally born from a community's hope, go on to shape the entire future of a city? Because the story of Liaquat National Hospital is about so much more than just bricks and mortar. It's this powerful reminder that when an institution is built on the collective hope of its people, it doesn't just end up serving a city, it can actually grow to define its future.